just said, it's sophisticated electorate in Scotland. You might have noticed we've had quite a few votes lately, but people knew what they were voting for. This wasn't about who Prime Minister, that was last year's general election. This was about who would be the First Minister of Scotland and about who would be the leader of the opposition of Scotland. And I made a very clear campaign of what I would do if I became the leader of the opposition, how I would hold the SNP to account, how I'd say no to any second independence referendum, and how I'd make them concentrate on the things that matter to ordinary Scots, things like health, education, public services, and education. So if you compared our manifesto in this election to the general election manifesto for the UK in the last election, you'll see differences in there. For example, I think we would take would be the ability of right to buy for housing association houses. We don't think that's appropriate for the housing market in Scotland. Our colleagues did for down south. There's a distinct difference there.
And I wonder if it was a Scottish Conservative triumph or whether it was your triumph. I mean, the opening of your manifesto was entitled Ruth Davidson Very Strong Opposition, not the Conservatives, you. The campaign, Alec Massey in the Times summed it up.
It did say Scottish Conservatives twice on the front cover and
yeah, but it was Ruth Davidson,
inside.
Ruth Davidson and Alex Massey in the Times. The Ruth, the whole Ruth, and nothing but the Ruth. I'd suggest you haven't really detoxified the Tory brand, you've created a new Davidson brand.
Well, Andrew, I fought on the ticket of being the leader of the Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party. And let's not forget that we don't fight just as Conservatives in Scotland, we fight as the Conservative and Unionist Party. And the echoes of the referendum played quite large, I would suggest, in this election. And they were looking for people who would unequivocally stand up for the decision that we made 20 months ago. I think that was an area where we fought strongly on, and now we've had some success. And while I recognise the win for the SNP, they're now the third term of government, and I congratulated the First Minister as any political leader should. What was really significant about the result is that we managed to stop them having a majority. They slipped back. Peak Nat has passed. And this idea, they didn't put a clear mandate for a referendum in their manifesto, unlike in 2011, and now they don't even have a majority. That takes that second referendum off the table for 5 years and gives Scotland the stability that it requires.
Well, you claim that a second referendum is now off the cards, and I understand the reasons why. I would suggest that means the Unionists and the